My parents messaged, "Your wife shouldn't come, she's not family." My sister hearted the text, so I canceled their cruise and cut them off. They completely lost their mind. We'd booked the trip 6 months ago, an anniversary cruise gift for my parents and a bonding trip for the whole family. I covered every cent: balcony rooms, premium dining, even prepaid excursions. It was supposed to be a celebration. My wife and I had only been married 2 years, and it hadn't been easy. She went through a tough miscarriage last fall, and we were still healing. I thought this trip would help bring her closer to my family, especially since she's always felt like an outsider around them. They never included her in group chats, skipped over her in family pictures, but I kept trying to believe they'd come around. 3 days before the trip, my wife showed me the message. It came from my mom's number. "We feel it would be better if just the blood family came. She's not really one of us." My sister replied with a heart emoji and said, "Finally, someone said it." I stared at the screen. My heart didn't even break. It just went quiet, like something inside me just stopped. I didn't say anything. I just walked into the guest room where I had the trip documents printed, and I started canceling. Hotel canceled, excursions refunded, flights. I took the hit on the non-refundable ones. The cruise line gave partial credits. Then I rebooked it all just for me and my wife. Same cruise, same dates. I upgraded us to a suite. I didn't say a word to my family. I just sent one final text in the group chat the night before the trip. "Wife and I are going on the cruise alone. You're no longer invited. Enjoy your week." The messages came pouring in. My mom called me manipulative. My dad said I was punishing them for telling the truth. My sister called me dramatic and said, "You're ruining the family over a girl." But I wasn't ruining anything. I was ending the gaslighting, ending the subtle digs, ending the years of pretending they respected my marriage when they didn't. On the cruise, my wife cried the first night, not because of the ocean view or champagne room service, but because she said, "This is the first time I've ever felt like I mattered more than their approval." We danced that night under stars I hadn't seen in years. My phone buzzed the next morning. Voicemails, missed calls, even a long-winded apology email from my mom that still ended with, "But you need to understand." I didn't reply. I didn't need to. I'd finally stopped trying to prove my wife belonged. She always did. It was them who didn't. A week after we got back, my parents showed up at our doorstep unannounced. My wife froze. I could see her anxiety building, so I stepped outside and shut the door behind me. My dad launched into this long speech about how they only said that stuff out of concern and that I was blowing everything out of proportion. My mom kept saying, "We didn't mean it like that." I asked them one question: if it were your spouse being treated this way, would you still be this calm? Silence, then deflection, then guilt tripping. They left angry, said I was turning my back on family, but they'd already turned their backs on mine. I didn't block them. I didn't fight them. I just stopped inviting them into my peace. Funny thing is, without their negativity in our life, my wife started to laugh more, sleep better. We hosted game nights with friends who did treat her like family. We made new traditions that didn't need old wounds. And my sister, she messaged me months later when she got engaged. "Are you coming to the wedding?" I replied, "Is my wife invited?" She wrote, "Let's not make it about her." So I didn't go, because from now on everything is about her. And that's what real family looks like. It shouldn't happen, but it did because